All right, if you're a business owner here in the Waikato, this one is especially for you. We're going to cut through all the noise, the pretty portfolios, the confusing quotes, to help you find a web designer who actually gets what it takes to grow a local business. Okay, let's get into it.
So you're at that point. You know you need a new website. Maybe your current one just sits there. It's not really doing anything for you. And you start looking for a designer, maybe in Hamilton or Te Awamutu, and suddenly you're just hit with this wall of choices. Where do you even start? It's overwhelming.
And this right here is the classic trap everyone falls into. We immediately get stuck comparing who has the prettiest designs and who has the cheapest quote. But honestly, that's a recipe for disaster. It gets you a website that's nothing more than an expensive and totally ineffective online brochure.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with that common mistake that costs businesses a ton of money. Then, we'll talk about the signs of a really great designer. We'll cover the absolute must-haves for your site, help you decide between a custom build or a template, and then wrap up with the one golden rule of marketing you just cannot ignore.
Okay, let's get right to the heart of the matter. The single biggest mistake most businesses make is thinking the end goal is just a good-looking website. It's not. That's not the prize.
Here's the big mindset shift. A great-looking website, well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. What you're seeing is the design, sure, but what really makes it work is everything happening underneath the surface. It's the strategic thinking about your business, your customers, and what you're actually trying to achieve.
So if a fancy portfolio isn't the answer, then what is, right? How do you actually spot a designer who thinks like a business partner instead of just an artist who's there to pick out some nice colors?
The easiest way to tell is to just listen to the words they use. I'm serious. Are they talking about business results? Words like inquiries, conversion, clarity? Or are they focused on fluff, using vague terms like themes and creative direction? One person is trying to build you a tool to make money. The other one is just making art. And you definitely need the tool.
And look, for a local Waikato business, it gets even more specific. Your designer has to understand how real people around here actually search for things. They need to be obsessed with how your site works on a phone, making sure there are big, easy-to-tap call buttons. And this is a big one. They need a clear, documented process. If they can't explain their process step by step, you're not buying a website. You're buying yourself a whole lot of stress.
Okay, now let's shift gears and look at the website itself. What are the absolute, non-negotiable things your site needs to actually turn a curious visitor into a paying customer?
This is what I call the one-screen rule, and it is crucial. Before a visitor even thinks about scrolling down your page, they need to know these 5 things instantly. What you do, where you do it, who you do it for, what you want them to do next, and at least one reason to trust you. If they have to hunt for that info for even a few seconds, poof, they're gone.
Oh, and here is another massive, massive mistake I see all the time. Please do not lump all your services onto one generic services page. It's terrible for Google, and it's super confusing for people. If someone is looking for a specific thing, they're not going to read through a giant wall of text. If you are a builder, you need one page for renovations in Hamilton and another for new builds in Cambridge. You have to be that specific. I absolutely love this quote because it is so true for the internet. People online start out skeptical. They are actively looking for a reason to click away, a reason to think you're a risk. You have to prove you're a trustworthy local expert, and you have to do it fast.
So how do you do that? Simple. You don't bury your proof on some testimonials page that nobody ever clicks on. It needs to be right up front, near the top of the page. We're talking real customer reviews, photos of jobs you've actually done in the Waikato, any guarantees you offer. You got to show them you're a safe pair of hands, right from the get-go.
All right, let's talk about the big practical question every business owner runs into. Do you actually need a fully custom-built website, or can you get away with using a template? Let's just simplify this whole thing. Look, a template is totally fine if you just need a basic online presence to look credible. But the moment you get serious about ranking on Google, about beating your local competition, or about investing in any kind of marketing, you need a custom site. A custom site is a performance tool. A template is just a brochure. And now for our final and maybe the most important principle of all. This is the one that so many businesses get completely backward, and believe me, it costs them a fortune. Think about it like this. All of your marketing, your Facebook ads, your Google ads, your SEO, it's all designed to do just one thing: send people to your website. But if your website is confusing or doesn't build trust, you're just paying to send more people to a bad website. It's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. You've got to fix the bucket first.
Okay, let's make this super practical. I want you to grab your phone or open a new tab on your computer and pull up your own website right now.
Come on, do it. We're going to do a quick 3-question audit. And be honest with yourself. First question. Can a complete stranger land on your homepage and, within 5 seconds, without scrolling, understand exactly what you do and where you do it? A simple yes or no.
Second question. Look at any page on your site. Is there one single, obvious next step? A big button that says, get a quote or book a consultation? Or is it just a mess of different options and confusing links?
And finally, number 3, is there proof that you do good work, like a customer review or a photo of a local job, visible right up near the top of the page where no one can miss it, or is it all hidden away somewhere?
Okay, be honest. If you answered no to 2 or even all 3 of those questions, this isn't just a small design issue. It's a real business problem. It means your website is actively losing you potential customers every single day. Let's end with this idea, because this should be the standard you aim for. A good website is your best salesperson. It works for you 24/7, explaining your value, building trust, and guiding people to take the next step, all without you having to lift a finger.
So, when you're looking for that web designer in the Waikato, remember this. Your goal is not just a nicer-looking homepage. Your real goal is to get a website that is engineered from the ground up to generate inquiries for your business. At the end of the day, that is the only measure of success that truly matters.